We've already looked at in direct variation. This is inverse variation. When we were working with direct variation, our equation was y equals kx. With inverse variation, y equals k over x. Or you could have this as xy equals k. So again, we're just manipulating our equations in order to find our k to write our equation. So for instance, if y equals 25 and x equals 3, what does k equal? So I just plug this right into either one of my equations, it doesn't matter, and I will be able to figure out k. So I'm going to use the second one here, and I've got 25 times 3 equals k. So I've got 75 equals k. If I wanted the true inverse equation, I'm going to use the left one. I'm going to rewrite this then as y equals 75 over x. Okay, so I found my k, and then I rewrote it in my equation. So for you guys, let's say that y equals 42, x equals 3, and you need to determine what k is. You need to also figure out your true equation, which is what the overall goal is. I need to first find k, so I'm going to use x times y equals k. So I have 42 times 3 equals k. K then equals 126. So my equation then is y equals 126 over x. So when we were working with direct variation before, I told you that we were going to work with story problems. The same thing is going to happen with this. Okay, so for instance, the time that it takes in days to build a house varies inversely, notice the keyword inversely, as the number n of people at work. So I've got t equals time, n equals people at work. Okay, if 3 people can build a house in 20 days, how long will it take 8 people? Okay, so we've got 3 different numbers. These are the numbers I'm going to underline. Based on our story problem example that we did with the direct variation, I know that the first sentence is going to be related to one equation. Okay, so looking at this, I know that I'm going to have to find k, and I also know that I'm working with the 3 and the 20. So I've got x times y equals k. So 3 times 20 equals k. K then equals 60. Now, here's the challenging part. I guess I shouldn't say challenging part. What are we trying to find? We're trying to find how long it will take. We're trying to find the time, right? So I know that my equation is going to be t equals something. Well, we already know that k is on the top because this story problem was inversely, hence inverse variation. So I have t equals k over, and in our case, our x is really our n. So now that I've worked with the 3 and the 20, I can now work with the 8. So T equals 60 over 8. So when I plug that in, I get 7.5 days. All right, so for you guys, the pitch in vibrations per second of a guitar string varies inversely as its wavelength. A string of length 10 inches has a pitch of 1,320 vibrations per second. So, what is the pitch of a string that is 12 inches? So, go ahead and find that out. Looking at this, I know I'm working with 10, 1,320, and 12 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in the information I know from the first sentence. So I have 10 times 1,320 equals K. So 13,200 equals K. Now, I'm trying to find the pitch, so that's my Y in this case. Then I have K over W. So P equals 13,200 over, and in this case, we have 12. So our pitch is then 1,100.